Hello, everyone. So Randall Bal, my favorite Olympian, is back with his week 5 update. And this one covers a lot of ground. 4 courses have been completed at this point: the option trading for beginners, butterfly deep dive, calendars and diagonals, and then the Flyagonal deep dive itself. This week, he turns his attention to Option Trader's Assistant, which is the platform I recommend for managing multi-leg strategies like the Flyagonal and the new Flydagonal. And on top of that, he puts on his first actual paper trade and takes it all the way through to exit. I'll let him walk you through how it went.
Hello, everyone. Randall here, back with another weekly update on my journey through Steve Gann's Options Income Academy. Now, for those of you who are new here, welcome and thanks for stopping by. For those of you that have been following along my series, thanks for tagging along and just going through this experience with me. But for those of us that are just stopping by, just to catch you up on the Reader's Digest version, I'm a busy working professional who has decided to dive into Steve's curriculum from scratch. And I've been sharing my journey, my experiences week by week right here. And honestly, I just thought it would be fun to document this, just because when you're somewhat new to this world, there's a lot to unpack, right? Diagonals are definitely a new variation to my trading repertoire. And I figured if I'm going to go through it anyways, why not bring you guys along with me? So here we are. It's week 5 for those of us keeping count. And I want to recap where we've been before I get into what this week looked like, because it sets up everything fairly nicely, in my opinion. So just the journey so far has been going through Steve's sequences of his academy in a very intentional order. And going through it is just starting off with the first course, Option Traders for Beginners. It's really the foundational mechanics, how options are priced, how time decay actually works, what volatility does to a position. And I think without this, nothing else really sticks, especially if you're new to options. And then from there, we had the deep dive butterfly trading strategy, and that was over 10 hours of content. This is really where things genuinely started clicking for me in really a way they hadn't done so before. And then the next was the deep dive calendars and diagonals. Again, I believe that was close to 10 hours plus as well, which really introduced, I'd say, the whole world of time spreads, an area that I was not really too conversant on, just using different expirations, dates as a strategic tool rather than just a detail. And week 4 brought me into the Flyagonal Deep Dive itself, which is Steve's flagship framework. And here's where the nomenclature really starts getting interesting, because this isn't just one trade, right? It's a family of trades. There's the Flyagonal O, which is the original structure. There's the Flyagonal B, where really the upper long tends to get diagonalized. And then we have the Flyagonal D, which you may have heard if you've been following Steve's channel for a period of time. This is the newest and most evolved variant of the 3. And that's something I believe most of us students are very excited to get through, and more to come on that from my end. But for me, coming in as someone brand new to diagonals, and honestly brand new to anything called the Flyagonal, getting fluent in those distinctions has been, I'd say, its own education in its own right. But it's starting to make sense in a really satisfying way. So this brings us to week 5, where I dove into something Steve talks about constantly. And certainly he is a genuine advocate for a platform called Option Trader's Assistant, or you may have heard of it, referred to as OTA for short. And I want to give credit where it's due. I'm sure Steve certainly helped influence some product features, but nonetheless, OTA was built by Charles, the co-founder of the platform. And again, Steve didn't build it per se, but perhaps he had a decent influence on certain characteristics of the platform. But I would say Steve is one of the biggest champions. And once you spend some time inside it, you'll certainly understand why. And just at a high level, OTA is really a trade management and visualization platform built specifically for multi-leg option strategies. And I would say most brokerage platforms show you a position. However, OTA really helps you understand a position, right? And it helps you manage it intelligently through its entire life. A few things this week when I dove in and immersed myself with the platform stood out to me right away. Number 1, you can model the trade before you place it, the full P&L diagram, the Greeks, the risk profile, all the visible before single dollar is committed, key themes that you'd love to see. And then once you're in the trade, the platform creates these snapshots at every key moment, open adjustments, close. You can literally go back in time and study your position, how it looked at any given point. And that's not just record keeping, right? That's really showing you how you actually learn from your trades. There's also a great A/B view that lets you isolate each trade from side to side so that you can view each trade independently and really help you evaluate your directional exposure if perhaps one side were left on or off. And for a strategy like the Flyagonal, where you're really managing two complementary structures simultaneously, that's a genuinely powerful way to think through closing decisions. It's just one little example. And really one feature I didn't expect to love as much as I do is how it overlays your P&L diagram directly onto the underlying price chart. So you got your profit zone sitting right there on top of the real market levels and support structure. And it changes how you visualize the trade entirely. So for a 5 to 8 leg strategy, depending on the variant, having a platform that organizes all of that cleanly really isn't optional. It is essential. And I believe that's why Steve is such a strong advocate for the platform. What I will say for this week, for those of you following along, beyond exploring the platform, I also put my first paper trade in this week, just going through the full life cycle from entry to exit. And what I will say is the trade did close out at a 6% return. And I'm certainly happy with the result, but I'll be honest, not fully satisfied with my execution. I wasn't as patient perhaps as I should have been, just getting filled on my entry. I certainly left a little bit of yield on the table. And that's not a complaint. That's really a lesson. Really, the framework performed exactly as it's supposed to. And I would say the gap was really my discipline as the operator. And I know precisely where to tighten up. So I think humbly that it's that kind of self-awareness that only comes from actually doing the trade, not just studying it. What I will say is going into next week, I'll keep putting on paper trades just with a sharper focus on entry discipline. And once I'm executing the process consistently, I'll move to real money and I'll keep you posted every step of the way. One thing I'd also encourage you to check out if you have not done so already is that Steve recently did a video on the Flyagonal D going through his amazing performance of the new variant. And I would say it is incredible to see what the data has yielded. Clearly, a couple key themes I can speak to is wider profit zones, stronger performance in a volatile market. And it looks like an incredible evolution of an already impressive framework. Again, I haven't traded it yet, but it's absolutely next on my list. With this, I'm going to keep this short. This is week 5, 4 courses completed, 1 platform thoroughly explored, a paper trade that closed out at 6%, and really a clear picture of where I need to keep improving. Again, really enjoying this journey, excited to keep going. I will see you next week. So take care, everyone.
That's week 5, 6% return on his first paper trade. And what I appreciate about Randall's take is that he's not satisfied with just the result. He's already pinpointing where his entry discipline cost him some yield. That's the right mindset that a trader needs. The framework did its job. Now it's about the operator tightening things up a little bit. And that only happens by doing the trades, not just studying it. Randall moves to real money once the process is consistent, and we'll be documenting every step of that. Week 6 is coming. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch it when it drops. Take care, everyone.